Before we explain our solution, let's take a closer look at why the traditional property buying system in residential estates often feels stacked against buyers. It's not just the 40% deposit that can be required on a stand priced at 1 million rand, which comes to 400,000 rand upfront. The challenges don't end there. By the time the bond is paid off, the buyer has likely paid close to double the original price of the property due to added fees like bond registration, transfer costs, and accumulated interest. This is a key part of the systematic challenge. The traditional system inflates costs through middlemen like banks, attorneys, and financial institutions, all of whom take a cut. The result? A price far beyond the original value of the stand. It's a system that's inaccessible for 85% of South Africans. This is where our self-funding model comes in, and it's completely different. Think of it like buying directly from the factory. By removing all the middlemen, we bring down the cost of the stand dramatically. Instead of relying on banks or financial institutions, the development is funded by the buyers themselves. Here's exactly how it works. You make monthly payments for your stand, but instead of going to a bank, these payments go directly into an attorney's trust account. These funds are then used to develop the infrastructure on your land, installing water systems, building sewerage infrastructure, connecting electricity, constructing roads, erecting boundary walls, and adding security features. Every rand you pay goes directly into creating the infrastructure you'll use, ensuring maximum value for your money. Unlike the traditional system, where you might need to put down a deposit of up to 400,000 rand on a stand priced at 1 million rand, our self-funding model is designed for accessibility. In some cases, a deposit may be required, but it's much smaller and manageable. For example, at Cosmo Peak Estate, a 20% deposit applies, which works out to just 25,000 rand. This is significantly lower than traditional models, and with pricing starting at 99,200 rand per stand, we ensure that affordability is at the heart of our approach. These small deposits are part of our commitment to creating opportunities for more South Africans to own property without the crushing barriers imposed by traditional systems. Let's break it down in practical terms. Under the traditional system, buying a stand in a residential estate often means paying exorbitant costs, not just the deposit, but also layers of additional fees like bond registration, transfer costs, and interest that can double the final price of the property. But with our self-funding model, the journey is completely different. It starts with an aggressively priced stand. For example, at Cosmo Peak Estate, our stands are priced from just 99,200 rand. That's not just affordability, it's intentional pricing to make property ownership possible for as many people as possible. With these prices, monthly installments are remarkably low, starting from as little as 3,987 rand. And because we've removed the middlemen, there are no excessive costs inflating the price. Every rand you pay goes directly toward the development of your stand, making your money work for you. Our pricing isn't about maximizing profit, it's about maximizing accessibility. While stands in other residential estates in Gauteng are often priced above 1 million rand, we price ours to service the land and ensure affordability for buyers. For example, Cosmo Peak Estate offers stands starting at just 99,200 rand. By cutting out middlemen and banking institutions, we're able to deliver these stands at a fraction of the cost you'd pay under the traditional model. It's like buying directly from the factory. No extra fees, no inflated prices. This means that your monthly payments are lower, your stand is more affordable, and you're investing directly into the development of your property, not into layers of additional costs. Now you might be wondering, how do I know my money is safe? We've put extensive protections in place. First, All funds are held by attorneys in a protected trust account, not by us or any developer. The interest earned on these funds, that goes to your benefit, not ours. Every single payment is tracked and documented. Before any money is spent, you'll receive a detailed communication explaining what it's for. If you see something that wasn't agreed to in the contract, you have the right to object. This is about complete transparency and putting you in control. Think of it this way. Instead of paying a bank for the right to own property, you're paying directly for the development of your land. Every payment brings you closer to owning not just a piece of paper, but a fully serviced stand ready for you to build your home. And because we price our stands aggressively, like 99,200 Rand at Cosmo Peak Estate, each payment is affordable and brings you closer to your dream of home ownership. You're not just buying land, you're investing in its development step by step with complete transparency and protection. This is about transforming the impossible into possible. By removing banks and middlemen from the equation, making land ownership accessible with aggressively priced stands, ensuring transparent development, and protecting your interests, we're creating real ownership opportunities for South Africans who have been locked out of the traditional property market. This isn't just another way to buy property. It's a completely different approach that puts you, the buyer, at the center of the process.